Hello, today I want to share with you how to shoot a professional video like a pro with just your smartphone. And I have over 100,000 subscribers in my main YouTube channel, and this is all I have, and this is all I've used so far. And so I want to give you step-by-step guide on how I do this so that my videos can, at least to some extent, appear professional, and I'll be able to achieve my goals without having a professional camera. The first thing to note is that your smartphones are built for both professional sound and professional visuals. Some of these phones can shoot high definition, and most times the earpieces that comes with the smartphone is very powerful enough to serve you. So with just your smartphone, you will be able to go ahead with shooting your videos and building a successful YouTube channel. So just note that these phones with good lighting, these phones are good to go for both your sound and your visuals, right, and your pictures. You will need a smartphone. Obviously you need a smartphone for this. You may need a tripod so that to avoid the video becoming too shaky and getting your viewers to be dizzy. So you need a tripod, or you can use alternatives for the tripod. You could use books or anything. You could use a cardboard paper, anything to just make sure that your phone is steady and it's not shaky, and so that your hands are free to gesticulate and to express yourself while shooting your video. So one, you might need a tripod to stabilize your video. Two, you might need a tripod to free your hand so that you can express yourself. If you cannot get a tripod now, you can use alternative. Just construct anything that will make sure you can place your camera on them and good to go. Some persons use books in front and behind so that it stabilizes the video and the camera, the smartphone, and they are good to go. You might need a plug-in mic. So there are different kind of microphones. So this is an example of a plug-in mic, lapel mic, that you can attach to your shirt and plugged into the smartphone. So this will help improve your sound system. Apart from that, if you don't have that for now, you can use earpiece that came with your smartphone or any good one. Some of them have very powerful microphones, and so it will work. If you are lost for any of those things, you could just use the mic directly on the smartphone, even though the audio might not be that great, but it should serve, especially if you have a quiet environment and you are indoors. You might need a camera app, even though I don't usually use this, but there are some apps that will help boost your phone camera. Most phones are good to go, but some of these apps can help you with things like lighting, with locking of the lighting so that your lighting, your exposure doesn't change with the environment. One very good one is OpenShot app. Check it out, it's free. I think there's a free plan and paid plan, and you can use it to shoot your video directly. So instead of using the native camera app on the phone, you can use OpenShot as your camera app. But this is very optional. You definitely need to edit your videos. If you check the video I will place up here in the card, or check the description section below, you'll see a simple video I did on how to edit your videos using your smartphone. There are different apps there. There's KineMaster, InShot, Filmora Go. You can check out these different editing software for smartphone, editing apps for smartphones, and use it. You need them so that you'll be able to cut out mistakes. You will be able to put in text, like button, subscribe button, your end screen, and so on. So you need an editing app, and there are free ones and there are paid ones. So you just check your app store and you should be good to go. So here are the steps for using your smartphone to shoot professional videos. First, you have to prepare your content for filming. So if you have a script or you have an outline, which is what I suggest, have an outline of what you will say so that you don't ramble. You see this video, I'm straight to the point because I have an outline I'm working with. So if you have an outline of what you will say, on what you say in the introduction, what you say in the body, what you say in the conclusion, you should have that before even pressing the record button, so that it will guide you, so that you can look at it and speak alongside, developing the content on the outline as you go. Next, select a suitable location. A suitable location is a location with less noise or no external noise. As it is now where I'm shooting now, everywhere is calm. It's early in the morning, it's indoors, everywhere is calm and there's less noise. So this is a very good location. So you don't want a place where you have traffic, fan, AC, or children or different things interrupting and adding to the noise. You need a place where there's less distraction, no people moving across behind you, distracting the shot from the backdrop or the background. So you need a place where there's less distraction, where you can shoot with less distraction. You need a less distracting background. Not a plain background will do, or a background that looks professional, or background that is not distracting. So you don't need distracting images and distracting stuff behind you, so people can focus on you and what you're saying. So you need a well-lit location. The light should be bright and even. If you don't have lights, you can face a large window. Face a large window so that the light hits you, right? And when the light hits you, your shot will be bright. Or you can add lights. You can add lights on the left, on the right, in front of you, so that the light can hit you properly and your shot will be well lit. Or you can get a ring light that ladies use for makeup and stuff like that. So you can have that ring light in front of you so that your face is well lit and your shot to be good. If you don't have any of these, then just go outside and shoot. That's actually the best lighting when the sun is not too harsh. Or you can go in a part of your house where you have a window and you can face the window and shoot. Avoid lights being behind you, or else you become a silhouette, right? So that's important. Number 3, set up your tripod. So number 1, you have your content ready. Number 2, you have your location ready. Number 3, set up your tripod. So you should use the front camera so that you will know where exactly you are located on the shot. If you are in shot and you're not out of focus, right? So just make sure you use a front camera so that you can see your positioning and everything. If you use the back camera, you may be out of shot and you may not know throughout the entire video. Number 4, prepare your phone for recording. So sometimes your phone might be what will stop your recording from going smoothly. So maybe the power. So make sure that your phone is fully charged or well charged, or make sure you are connected to a power bank or something. Then if you make sure that you have good memory space, you could delete things you don't need, or you could use your Dropbox for backup. And make sure you have a lot of space when shooting so that you don't get interrupted while you are in the zone, while you're flowing, and then you get all the whole thing get cut short. Also, make sure you keep it in flight mode, because the worst thing that can happen to you is when you're flowing, when you're in the mood, everything is going on well, and then a call comes in, a message comes in, and so it affects your flow, right? So just make sure your phone is on flight mode. So number 5, mount your phone horizontally, always like this, except of course you are doing a video for stories and statuses and for IGTV. That's when you can keep it like this, but make sure that it is horizontal, it's on landscape, rarely vertical, rarely, as I said, except you are doing for statuses and stories and for IGTV or for any other use. Most of the time for your YouTube videos, it should be horizontal landscape, right? Make sure you mount it this way. Then clean the lens, because a lot of time we hold this phone this way, and so there are smudges, there's grease, there's sweat and different things. It will affect your shot. So make sure you get a clean dry cloth and clean your lens, so that your lens will be clean and bright and free from every dust and smudge. Next, you wire up your mic. So if you have a mic you're using, or you're using earpods, make sure you wire it up, fix it. So follow these steps. Then make sure you frame your shot. If you can get slightly to the side, maybe slightly to the left, slightly to the right, they say it's better. I've not really seen any difference though, but if you can go slightly to the left and not dead center, good. But make sure that you are in frame. Make sure that there's a little space above, and then you have good space on the side. Don't get cropped up here, and don't leave too much space between your hair and the top of the screen. So make sure that you have a good considerable amount here, and then make sure you are well framed in your shot. Set your exposure to manual. If you leave your exposure to automatic, if the light changes, especially if you're using an external light or you're using the sunlight. If the light changes, maybe a cloud passes by, your smartphone camera will adjust itself, and you discover that the lighting from one point to the other will be different along the way as your video goes. So if you put it manual, it fixes it at one position, one exposure, and it leaves it that way, right? So if you can do it manually, there are phones that you have to click and hold and it sets it. Like for an iPhone, you can click on your face and hold it there and it sets it manually, so the lighting doesn't change no matter what is happening externally. But if you don't have that, you can do it manually, or you can use Open Camera. Remember, Open Camera is the app you can use to shoot. It can help you to set your exposure to manual and fix it there instead of leaving it at auto and then it adjusts as the lighting changes, right? So make sure you set your exposure to manual. Very, very important. Always record a test video. Always test it and then play back to be sure that your lighting is good, to be sure that you are in frame, to be sure that your audio is working, so that you don't shoot the entire video and discover that the audio is not on. There's a major thing wrong. The 11th thing is record after your test video, then do the full recording. Ignore mistakes. So when you're talking and you pronounce something wrongly, just pause and then continue by pronouncing it rightly. So that way you don't have to be starting and stopping. When you are editing, you can now cut out the mistakes and cut out the fluffs and the ums and the ahs. Just shoot your video without stopping. If you make a mistake, pause a little, leave some space, and then say the right thing. It's very important that you look at your lens, your camera lens, and not on your screen. So when you are shooting, make sure you look at the camera lens and not the screen. If you look at the screen, at the end of the day, it will look as if you are looking away from your subject, from your viewer. But if you look at the lens, it will look as if you are looking directly into the eyes of the viewers, which is what we need. So when you're shooting, don't admire yourself on the screen. Let your eyes be directly on the lens. Look for the lens on your smartphone and let your eyes be there. Keep eye contact while you're speaking. Keep eye contact as much as possible. Be animated. Don't just stand there. This is a video, not a photo, right? So be animated and you're good to go. So I hope this has been very helpful. If you find this video very helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and stay subscribed, and check the description section below for number 1, for link to how to edit your phone videos, number 2, for a free download where it shows you how to start, grow, and monetize a profitable YouTube channel, and it's free. You can get it by clicking the link in the description section below, and I will see you in the next one. And as we say here, play big.